Here is the best communication strategy I ever used in my life, and this is the 3C's communication strategy. This strategy came out as a result of my extensive experience working with people and being in the learning and development field as well, working with so many managers, training a lot of people from entry-level employee up to the executive level employee, where I try various strategies. I train people on various communication techniques and also strategies. And what actually stands out the best out of everything is the 3C's communication strategy. Actually, I created that name and formulated that way because it's a very easy to remember, because the 3C strategy actually combines all the most important elements: how you can communicate better with people, build better rapport with people, have a high productivity because you eliminate any kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication, or any gaps in communication. And it's a proven blueprint because I've tested many times. I've done it millions of times. Really try to train people as much as I could. And over the years of my experience, where I train over 25,000 managers across different companies, then I realized this is the winning formula. And that's why I want to share it with you. And this is something that basically I preach for many years, like I said, and that this strategy, I can tell you, it helps a lot of people who came across my way and who actually asked for the guidance from my side. I helped a lot of people, a lot of clients. Also stated, as you can see also on my website and on the different platforms where I share the testimonials of people who are talking about it and saying how the 3C strategy actually changed everything. As a matter of fact, I train a lot of people offline, and if I started gathering all the testimonials and the feedback, I would have too many. There were people, who were saying, Angie, this is the best thing I ever heard. It's very simple. It's very straight to the point and combines all the elements of communication, where you can basically really become a master of communication. It really includes basic stuff that you can see everywhere, but it really combines it in a way that you are literally, after going through it and after learning it, you are the one who is so confident speaking with anyone in any setting, in any environment. And therefore today I'm going to break it down for you, how that works, what are the elements, and how basically you can apply it on a daily basis, right? Let's begin. 3C's is called because I combine the most important elements that create a good person, employee in the work environment who excels in the communication and leadership skills, which is connect, communicate, and collaborate, right? First thing, connect. It's extremely important because you need to learn how to connect with people through the active listening and through the right communication. So basically how that works: connect and communicate are overlapping through the two simple methods, which is 3GS model and 3PS listening technique. It's very simple. And basically how it works, this GAS model, is that you have basically the goal of communication, approach in the communication you need to think about, and S is the message needs to be simple. So how you approach the communication, how you approach delivering the message, the most important thing are these three things. What is your goal of communication? What you want to deliver? Approach. What is the best approach towards the communication, depending who you're talking to? And number 3, simple. Message has to be simple. KISS rule. Keep it simple and short, right? So GAS is something that you need to keep in mind if you want to deliver the message in the right way. Okay? Second thing, very important, 3PS listening technique. It's a very important in connection, in communication, and it combines the 3-letter P's, which means, first one, is pay attention. Pay attention to what you're listening. Active listening, empathetic listening, just exclude passive listening and nodding your head without basically listening properly. Then number 2, when it comes to second P, is to basically paraphrase what you heard, what person is saying, just the paraphrase, that you ensured yourself that you heard properly. You can say it like this: could you I just want to make sure that you said this and this, right? And then person says, exactly, right? Or if I understood well, you said this and this, right? And the last but not least, number 3 is partner for solution. What it means, at the end of the listening, very important is to basically not attack person with your advices and telling people what to do, but instead you should say, okay, here's my advice, if you need any help from my side, just let me know and I will help you out, right? But do not start lecturing somebody or giving somebody a solution unless that person asks you for, right? This is when it comes to connection and communication. GAS technique and 3PS listening technique. So these are the 2 most important things. Number 3, collaboration. It happens when you really understand every single communication style. Let me give you an example of a distinction between these 3 categories. You can use GAS technique and 3PS technique, but if you really do not understand people very well at the end of the day, it might happen that somewhere between the lines you still might get misunderstood, right? So it's very important to know different communication styles. There are people who like to be more direct in communication. On the other hand, you have people who are very, very detail oriented and they really like to hear more details from you and elaboration from your side, right? And there are people, those who are very flexible. They can just adjust whatever they hear and they can adapt their style to a different style easily. There are people who are very concerned about somebody's emotion in every situation, and they are putting a focus in communication to somebody's emotion and how somebody feels about certain situation, right? So these different communication styles, thus personality styles, are something that is extremely important to understand and to know at least these 4 different groups and categories of the people who are, how they are expressing themselves. And this has been explored by Dr. Elias Porter, who's basically researched a lot about different personalities and communication styles, and he believes that basically the people communicate based on their motivational factors and behavioral patterns behind subconsciously, right? Which is true. And if you do his assessment, it's a relationship theory assessment. It's a very good one. You can actually get your style and then you can see it. And of course, if you would like to basically get that assessment and go through the whole elaboration of my 3C's strategy, including the Dr. Elias Porter social awareness and the relationship theory, you can actually grab my guide, ebook, which combines all of this in more details, where it explains like literally each style, what is each communication style, direct one, the one who actually cares more about people, the one who is very concerned about details, and number 4, who is very flexible. And everything you have in my ebook if you would like to get it and to get comprehensive knowledge about it, right? But this strategy really helped me to communicate in such a good way with everyone, where people are telling me, oh Angie, you really understand me. I love to talk to you because you understand me. You know how to talk to me. You know how to, get the best out of me. And this is all about, 3C's communication strategy, because I apply it on a daily basis. I tested. I see that it works with everyone. So you don't need to bother yourself with any other technique, because most of the techniques, they're good, but they work for themselves alone, but not fully to the whole communication process, right, and the leadership process. But this is what I created, is more like for everybody, as a combination of everything, and you have everything in one place, and you can't go wrong at all. You might not miss anything important. All right, so if you like this, if you would like to get a 3C communication strategy, basically go to my website and get it there, or go to the Instagram profile and then you can download it easily. You have also in the comments below of in description of this video as well, and you can get the ebook, which literally cost equals to one lunch, and this where you can have a blueprint about the communication. So go ahead, grab it, and of course, until next time, stay ambitious.